In the last video I was going through some spring cleaning, and part of that was getting up to date with these mortal rounds magazines. So this is issue 4, let's get on with it. With issue 4 we get these 4 Glaivewraith Stalkers, this pot of Nihilakh Oxide technical paint, and the bit that I'm looking most forward to is this large battle map. As I am now very behind with these magazines, I'm going to just jump straight into assembling these models, get them done, and then we can move on to painting. Now that they're all assembled, let's get on to the painting. First up is a base coat of Corax White. That's the base coat's complete. Now while they're drying, I can grab the rest of the night haunts and move on to the next stage of painting. Now we're moving on to the Nihilakh Oxide, and I'm also going to be giving another one of my birthday presents a try, this painting handle. I've never used one before, but I've seen pretty much everyone else that does painting tutorials on YouTube uses some form of a painting handle. That's all of the night haunts done now, so as soon as they're dry we can move on to the best part, the battle report. Now it's on to the battle scenario, which in this issue is a Glaivewraith ambush, using the new bigger mat, or half of the new bigger mat anyway. So I've got the units set up according to the magazine. Looks like the Glaivewraiths have priority, so we'll start with their movement. They can move 6 inches as long as they finish within 1 inch of one another. And they're starting less than 1 inch apart, so I'll just keep them in a straight line. So now on to the Castigators, which have ranged weapons, so we don't need to move them in order to use, and would actually probably give the Castigators another go before the Glaivewraiths even reach them, so we'll do that. Right, so we need a 3+ to hit. They've got 1 attack each. So a 5 and a 3, that's 2 hits. Right, and then we remove 1 Glaivewraith Stalker for every 1 damage. So that's 2 gone straight away. We'll take the outside ones. Right, now over to the Glaivewraiths again. So yeah, they can move another 6 inches, but they're not going to be close enough to attack unless they can pile in. So if they're within 3 inches of the enemy, then they can pile in, which they are. So we'll pile in here and here. Right, now their weapons give them 2 melee attacks, so we roll 2 dice for each of those. And they are hitting with a score of 4+. So they've got 3 hits. And then the Castigators are removed for every 2 damage. So 1 will be taken away and 1's left with 1 wound remaining. Back to the Castigators. They've got ranged weapons, so they don't need to move again, they can just attack from where they are. Scored hits with both, but rolling a 6 means that you get to use a burst or celestial energy. I've already scored 2 hits, so they've already won, but just for the sake of it, let's roll that again and we do D3 damage instead. So another 3 wounds, so a total of 4. So that's the Glaivewraith Stalkers completely wiped out. Castigators win again. And that's the end of the battle.